Okay, good morning. So now we're going on to our next lesson, which is solve by factoring when it doesn't equal zero. So let's jump right into it. Here's our first example. P squared plus 10p plus 20 equals -5. Again, I'm going to start you guys off with an easy one. Okay, so as I told you the other day, this has to be zero. Okay, it has to be zero. So we need to do something with that -5. And if you remember a few weeks ago when we did this was a 2, this was a 1, this was a 0. This would also be a 0. Okay? So I need to put my zeros together. Okay? So I'm going to do the opposite. So plus 5 plus 5. Okay? If this was a 1, then I would put it over here with the 1. Okay? But since it's a 0, I put it with the 0. And now, so this stays the same. This stays the same. 20 plus 5 is 25. And now -5 plus 5 is 0. Okay, that's what we want, equal to 0. Now it's the same thing we did on Monday. A is 1, B is 10, C is 25. We got our X here. This is A times C, which is 25. Bottom is B, which is 10. Two numbers that multiply to 25 and add to 10 would be 5 and 5. Now some of you guys were forgetting this step, okay? We need to divide by A, okay? Even though it's a 1, I'm still going to put it there to get into the good habit because some of you guys didn't do that. You divide that, you get P plus 5, and you get P plus 5 equals 0. Now, some of you guys got confused. I saw the work. If you got full credit, go back and look at Schoology. If you got full credit, I gave it to you. If you got like a 1, 2, or 3, you need to go back and fix your answers because some of you guys didn't do it right. Some of you guys used an app. Okay, don't use the app. Try it on your own. I can tell when you use the app. All right. So P plus 5 equals 0. P plus 5 equals 0. Subtract 5. Subtract 5. Minus 5. Minus 5. Now your answer is supposed to look like this. P equals -5. Some of you guys just put P minus 5. Okay. Technically that's wrong. So make sure you have an equal sign. Okay. Again, we get the same answer. You don't have to write it twice, but just to get into the habit, we're going to write it twice. Okay. Now, let's make this a little bit harder. Number 2. 7v squared minus 38v plus 11 equals -7v minus 1. Okay, so this time there's two things over here that we need to get rid of. Okay, so here we go. Look, that's a 2, 1, 0, 1, 0. So I'm going to do this like this. Plus 7v plus 7v, because the 1's go together, and then over here, plus 1 plus 1. Okay? Now if you notice over here, there's only one term. Over here, there's two terms, so I have to do two terms. Now I'll show you in a minute. If this was a plus, then these would have to be a minus. Always the opposite. Okay? I don't want you to think, oh, it's always plus. Okay? Just always the opposite of what's here. Since that's a minus, we're going to put plus. In the next example, I'll show you. Okay, so this comes down 7v squared. Use your calculator. Negative 38 plus 7 is negative 31v. 11 plus 1 is 12. And all of this cancels out, so that equals 0. Okay. So now, A is 7, B is negative 31, C is 12. Okay. Top is A times C, so 12 times 7 is 84. On the bottom, we get negative 31. Okay. I didn't mean to give you guys something this big, but okay, we'll multiply to 84 and adds to 31. In this case, it'll be 28 and 3. When the top's positive and the bottom's negative, we have both negative. Okay, and this is a part where some of you guys forgot. Okay, divide by 7. Okay, because that's what A is. Right? So we get V. Negative 28 divided by 7 is negative 4. You can't divide 3 and 7, so we're going to put 7V minus 3 equals 0. Okay, so then we do this. V minus 4 equals 0. 7V minus 3 equals 0. Plus 4 plus 4. V equals 4. That's one answer. Sorry, let me fix that. Plus 3 plus 3. 7V equals 3. Now, a lot of you guys on your work stopped here. Okay, then don't forget to divide. So V equals 3 over 7. Okay, so a lot of you guys forgot that step. Make sure you don't. Alright, let me do one more example of those. So we have